Welcome to part 2 of my big beautiful bill breakdown when it comes to healthcare. We're still in the Medicare part. This is part 2 of Medicare. So now, ban on gender affirming care. This can be found in section 44125. Prohibits federal Medicaid/CHIP funding for such procedures. In the old mandate, Medicare and CHIP, Children's Health Insurance Program, had no federal ban on covering gender affirming care. Before section 44125, it states decided whether or not to cover gender affirming treatments like hormone therapy, puberty blockers, gender affirming surgeries. So basically, it was about the state. So now Medicaid won't be covering those costs. Provider taxes and state directed payments. This could be found in section 44131 through 44133. Freeze provider taxes and cap SDPs at Medicare rates. Let me explain that. Provider taxes and state directed payments, which can be found in section 44131 through 44133. There is now going to be a freeze over provider taxes and cap on SDPs at Medicare rates. So basically what that means is that before there wasn't a cap as far as like what the states could go ahead and impose on provider taxes and stuff like that, like nursing homes and etc. So basically now there's going to be a cap, a federal cap on that. It's not going to be where the state determines who gets the payments, the state determines who gets managed care or anything like that. Now the federal government's going to go ahead and do so. So basically they're going to go ahead and put caps on that to determine how much a nursing home could get or how much a state facility could get or something of that nature. So that's how that basically would go with that one. Retroactive coverage limits, which can be found in section 44122. It reduces retroactive Medicaid CHIP coverage from 3 months to 1 month. With the old mandate, federal law required Medicaid and CHIP programs to cover eligible individuals' medical expenses up to 3 months before the application date, as long as they would have been eligible for Medicaid during that period and they had unpaid medical bills from that time. It existed to go ahead and protect people with low income who apply for Medicaid after a medical crisis, car accident, ER, that type of thing, sudden illness. So basically, it's no longer going to go back to 3 months. It's only going to be 1 month. So basically, that was part 2 of the Medicaid reforms. I hope I'm breaking it down in the best way possible, so that everyone could go ahead and understand. Look for part 3 and parts 4. And thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, and talk to you guys soon.